I'm trying to show as much as me as I can in this video, just because I want a documentation basically of what is going on, where I've been, how I've been getting there, if I've been getting there. I wanted to talk about the fact that I stopped working out. Now, I don't think this is probably advice for everybody, but if you've noticed that working out really hasn't gotten you anywhere, maybe take a break from it and see how that goes. See how that goes. See how that develops in the body, and see how you feel. Because I stopped working out about 10 days ago. Something's got to change. Like, I have done everything in these videos that I said I have done. I have done every single one. I've eaten the diet that I said I was eating. And the results are this. This is, I can't see the screen. This is the results. Now, I did give myself over 400 pounds at one point, and I have kept that weight off. But once I get to about 255, 265, my body stops. It will not go below that level. It is at 255 or above, and it's happy with that, and I'm not. I'm tired of carrying it around. My joints are tired of carrying it around, and I have got to figure out what to do. Now, I am going against the grain of my own self. I am going to do this Dr. Pompa program. It goes against everything that I stand for. It really does. This is the result of after doing the Dr. McDougall, after doing Durian Rider, after doing keto, after doing carnivore, after doing raw vegan. Raw vegan got me to this spot. I can't say that it didn't. Raw vegan got me to this spot. It really probably would get me further down, but I just don't feel like doing it. I want to live like a normal human being. I'm sorry. Like the fruitarian thing, not my thing. I feel like this whole channel has been me making excuses, and the reality is I have no idea why I'm trapped in this machine that is so inflamed, has so much inflammation that's crazy. I can't even go for long walks without swelling up. I can't even go bounce on the trampoline for a ton of time without having the same issues. So I've stopped working out 10 days ago. Lo and behold, I can pretty much sleep when I want to again. Lo and behold, some of the weight is coming off. I don't know if you can see that in these videos. I'll lift up my arm, do a twist. I mean, I don't know how much that portrays in these videos. I have no idea. I'm tired of making these videos. I'm tired of this channel. I'm tired of all of it. This is not the journey that I expected to be on when I started this. I thought I was gonna do some of the things that I've done in the past and it was gonna work, but it hasn't worked. Since this knee of mine has come out of socket twice and torn everything, and since I started walking like a penguin, which you probably can see from the love handles that I have developed, because walking like a penguin, you're gonna develop overly large obliques. And this is not me defending myself. This is not poor me. This is not any of that stuff. If you're thinking that, then that is probably where you're at, and don't put that on me. I'm tired of this. I'm sick of this. This is first world problems at its best. I realize that. This is first world problems to the point where if you put me out in the middle of the desert somewhere and I had nothing but my own body fat to live off of, I would probably get to a normal weight. But I don't know. I don't know. When I have done fasting, what happened? I gained like 15 pounds afterwards. When I've done all this other stuff, when I've done, like I do programs and they work phenomenal and then they stop working. When I first got here to New York, I was going for these long walks, 10, 15, 20, 24, I think was the top one, 1,000 steps in a day. It was working phenomenal. And then it wasn't. And then it wasn't. I could say that for everything. Everything. When I lifted weights, it went great until I got extremely sick because, again, inflammation caught up with me. Something always catches up with me. There is something going on in this body. I have had every blood test known to man. Nothing ever shows up that much off other than my free testosterone was extremely high. My serum testosterone was low. My prolactin was high. My hemoglobin is way off the charts. It's like an 18.2. What else was off? Sometimes my copper is off. And my thyroid. Sometimes it's working spot on. Sometimes it's just not working. So I think I've made this video like 4 times now because the video is boring even to me. So I'm going to be working with the Dr. Pompa. As a matter of fact, all of my videos have been boring lately because they're just boring. Well, you can only talk about, it's just boring. The whole thing is boring. Like, I'm tired of this whole thing. And I know I keep repeating myself. You know, those people who are watching this video and saying, you know, they come on here because I'm their form of entertainment because of everything I've been through. How do you think it's like on my end? You know, if I could see everybody's point if I had like 5 or 6 million, and thanks for 5,000 subscribers. If I had like 5 or 6 million subscribers and I was getting hundreds and thousands of views and I was making a ton of money off this, I could see your point. That's not the case. The case is, this has been a mystery. The case is, I've had doctors call me the anomaly my entire life. Nobody could ever figure out what the hell is going on with me. So despite the fact that this Dr. Pompa, it goes against every grain in my body, I'm gonna try it. It's not cheap at all. It's like $8 grand. We'll see. I'm gonna document the whole thing through the lens. And if it does not work, I'm gonna want my money back. Because this is ridiculous. I don't care that these people are the coaches and they're available all the time and blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I want my money back. There's a frustration in my voice because I want to just go for a walk. I want to explore. But then when I come back, I've got this grabbable pouch of inflammation at the bottom of my gut. Like, it's grabbable now. It's double grabbable by the time I'm done with my walk. I got back from just going to like a 10,000 step walk. This probably is 4 weeks ago at this point. I look in the mirror and there's this huge, I'm like, how does this happen from going for a walk? How? So anyway, and again, I have been working on mobility. I finally figured out kind of I've pretty much there. And I know I keep saying this. This is the thing. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch me. It really is. Because in some ways I'm brilliant. In other ways I'm just not there. And I've realized that my left leg, which is straight and everything works, has always walked correctly. My left leg has tried to compensate because I was walking over it like this, dragging this leg behind me. And this has caused so many issues. So many issues. But even if that weren't the case, like, I don't know. These are excuses. I know but they're not excuses at the same time because I don't know what the hell to tell anybody. Which is why I don't coach anymore. It's weird because the things, over the 2 or 3 years that I've been doing this channel, is it going on 2022 is really when I started my channel. I was making a few videos in 2021. 2022 is when I really started my video. So I guess it's 3 years now. Over the 3 years that I've been making this video, I've had so many comments of people, man, all your advice has helped me or my family and I, and thank you so much. And then there's me. This body of mine is just so, it's like every injury and every negative thing that my parents could pass down to me, I have gotten. There's good things too. This is not a poor me at all. There's many good things. But dragging this body around, when I'm sitting in a chair at night and I'm like, is it worth going to the bathroom? How much pain am I going to be in walking to the bathroom? That needs to be corrected. That cannot be the case anymore. I'm only in my 40s. This video is probably boring. These videos are boring. I'm sorry. I don't, I want to come on here on the screen like I used to and just kind of shout to the camera and get up real close to the camera and do it all kind of stuff. It's just, the reality check is hitting. It's not even like a sad video. It's just like, this is just me. I guess my version of just contemplation is other people's version of despair. I'm just weighing and measuring this stuff. It's odd to me to have watched this over all these years and be the family that eats healthy, and your dad works at a food distribution plant and can get the best of the best, and you get the best of the best, and you are the only fat one, which I say fat like I was slightly overweight one in your class. You're the only slightly overweight one of any of your friends. Like none of your friends even close. All of your friends can see their own abs and chest, and some of them went on to be bodybuilders and stuff like that. It just has never made sense. And the doctors have never been able to explain it. So, whatever. This video is taking a turn that I did not expect it to take. I'm sorry, this video, I can't stand even my own videos. I've seen other people review my videos and like, this is boring. It is boring. I understand that. These videos are boring. I can't stand my own videos anymore. I don't know how to make this entertaining. I just don't know how to make this entertaining. This is just very matter of fact, because it's just like, and I'm going to repeat these videos are just me getting on the camera, repeating myself over and over again, hoping that the answer is going to come out of me repeating myself. And it just doesn't. Part of me doesn't even want to make videos anymore. Somebody said a little while that I lost myself. I haven't lost myself. I finally discovered what's going on. And this is unfortunately the result of it. And I think also I have in my head, like, how was this not discovered by anybody? Of all the doctors that I've been to, instead of calling me an anomaly, why don't you try to figure this out? Can you imagine the accolades that they would get from figuring somebody out like me out instead of calling me the anomaly? Anyway, this is the video. I'm sorry, it's boring. I realize it. I even have a hard time editing my own videos. I have a hard time even watching my own videos. So thank you if you even made it this far. I used to be entertaining. But that just clearly didn't, it was fun. It is fun to get up in the middle, to the camera and kind of shout and get on if you've been here for a long time, I used to do this thing with a spoon, like, I don't even know what it was, you can only take so much before you just become whatever this is. And thank you for watching to this point if you have. So anyway, I'm going to do this program. I'm going to see how it works. I'm running out of options because everything, I gotta try to do this. If you saw my last video, you see that even that is going over my right side. Anyway, thanks for sticking around, really. Thanks for the 5,000 subs. Thanks for watching. I can only assume at this point that the people who are still watching this really need help and really have been through a lot and have been called maybe the anomaly by their doctor. And just like, I want to help people, but at the same time, nobody could ever figure out what the hell is going on with me. So I feel like I have helped some people, but by and large, people just watch this channel as like a freak show and whatever else. I mean, I can't blame anybody for that because people think I'm lying and I'm not. People I've interviewed, I've told them I'll give you my address. You can show up, see what I'm eating. This is not a lie. This is just reality. So anyway, according to this Dr. Pompa, because my mom has a lot of fillings, like a lot of fillings. And she smoked and she stopped when she was pregnant with both my sister and I. I've worked in dangerous factories and I just think it's just all added up against me. But again, it could be an excuse. I have no idea. I have no idea at this point. Why did the other people that I worked with were skinny? It is interesting, though, because that factory fired me 3 times. And in between every single time, I lost a ton of weight. Matter of fact, the 3rd time I got fired and I came back, the one guy that I worked with, he yells out, "Man, you could fit through a Cheerio." I said, "What?" He's like, you lost so much weight, you could fit through a Cheerio. I said, okay, but in the meantime, in between the firings, I didn't have another job. I mean, there's something to be said with my body and its toxicity level. I understand it. You could see it. It's everywhere. Like in my torso, it just holds on to this stuff. Sorry, this video, I realize I'm bored of my own videos. So I really thank you if you've made it this far. I'm tired of this story. I want to take this story out back and pew it. I hate it. I can't stand it. But hopefully it'll help others if I ever get this figured out. If I was just doing this for laughs and stuff like that, I probably should. I should probably just have fun with it at this point and see where that goes. I don't know. I have gotten way too serious. I just have. You know, that last year just took the wind out of my sails. It really did. And I feel like I'm recovering from it, but there's just some other things that, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Nobody really cares anyway. So we'll see what happens with this. This is not cheap, this adventure that I'm taking. But if it works, it'll be worth it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna try to get my money back. Anyway, I think that's it. Yeah. Anyway, comments or questions down below, like always. Sorry, I barely even look at the camera, at the lens anymore. I realized the difference in this channel from when I started it to now. It was a lot more fun back in the day. It's just turned into a science project at this point. But yeah. Anyway, talk to you in the next one. Peace.